Okay, here we are at the soup kitchen. This is Lolly's bowl. It's the round one that's like this, and oopsie. And she would basically eat this salmon stuff, and she really likes this tuna crab stuff. Buddy is this bowl. He eats downstairs. She eats upstairs in my room. There's a little orange container that this fits into. So normally I always put like a little bit of dry food at the bottom of the bowl. This is really just so it doesn't stick down there and they can eat it easily. And if they eat the kibble, then great. So it really is just a small palm full. And then I give Buddy a nice healthy scoop. I'm doing this with one hand. Maybe a smidge more. He's not eating much these days, so. And then I'll give a little bit to Lolly on hers and kind of mix them so that she eats most of it. Whenever you feed them, which is in the morning and like whatever time, 8, 9, whatever. And then in the evening, between 5 and 7, if there's leftover in the bowls, you must toss it. They won't eat it. If they're not eating it then, they won't eat it. So this is basically what he gets, and she does too. Now there's this little flea and tick stuff. That's like a supplement. I gotta open it. Hold on. Let me open it. And it's like a little treat. Just like that. And I just take one, stick it in the middle there. And then the same for Lolly. This is in replacement of the poison, especially that they're 18 and they're so old. All right, so Buddy eats here. Look, he's very ready to go. Right, Buddy? Oh, and I'm hungry. Eat that. Say hi, good morning. And that for Buddy. This is filled, about that halfway, 3/4. This is the water dish. I will show you how that runs. You probably need to clean it out every 3 days or so. It is one of those that runs on a timer. It can also be on the Bluetooth where every time someone passes by it runs and it filters and it's like running water for the kitties. But we'll talk about that later. Okay, so I'm taking this upstairs to Lolly. And I'm also going to take this canned food up for the kittens. So hold on. And there is Lolly. She's ready for brekkie. Yeah. So this is her little orange dish that fits right in there. She probably could use a little bit more dry food, but it's not an emergency. And I just cleaned and filled up her water bowl. I like to use the clean water downstairs, but every once in a while I'll do the sink if I'm in a hurry, which I'm in today. And so there she goes. She loves it. I'm going to clean her bed for you today and wash. Okay. And there is Gracie. There, Gracie. Say good morning, Gracie. Hi, come on in. Yeah, come on, we're going. So this is Gracie. She is the light gray kitty cat, and she's the friendliest and the sweetest. And she needs lovies, and this is her box that she loves. I usually put this up here. You have a little working station there. First things first, you got to give the love. You got to pet the butt. Yeah, you got to pet the butt. You got to pet the butt. And you got to pet the belly. And you have to get morning love bites. Yes, good morning. The morning love bites and belly rubs. Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely. Yeah, that kitty's in there. That kitty's in there. She loves it. She purring. It's her favorite. Yeah, she's the sweetest. So here are their bowls. There's a jug of water. I fill it up every couple of days so I can give them fresh, clean water. This is bowl 1, bowl 2. Put them up here. And bowl 3. Yeah, so this needs to be cleaned out because that's old. And that one is old too. So I'm going to do that now, and then we'll get back to work. Okay, I'm back. So we'll do this way so you can see a little better. I have a small bag of cat food that I keep on the side of the bookshelf. I refill it downstairs from the big bin, but I just keep a smaller one up here because it's, I don't know, just the way it worked out. So I take literally a handful, like the same exact that we fed the kitties downstairs, just so it doesn't stick to the bottom. Usually, they lick the food, so if they lick too much, they don't get it and it sticks. And we already have enough waste. So I do that. I'm going to fill up the bowl here as well. The water, I cleaned it last night, so it's not so bad, but usually I clean the water twice a day. Okay, so the same situation. We've got the bowl of food here. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. And then they're fine with the salmon. So we just take a scoop of it. Like that. About that much. Whoop. In each bowl. And I just sit it on top. I don't mix it. And that's the rest of the can. The little bowl. And I'll show you what it looks like in a sec. Yep. Trying to make it as even as possible. Okay, that's good. All right, hold on. Morning. All right, so that's what you're getting. It really is like a large tablespoon, heaping tablespoon in each. And then I put one on this side, usually the smaller bowl. And then these two on this side. Yep. And there you go. And so that's their food. And now we've got the litter boxes. Very exciting stuff. And this is their whole area. So here's a scooper. And I basically just scoop and shake until this is my way to do it. And then I just kind of pile up on one side so I'm not dragging all kinds of litter boxes in the bathroom because this is flushable. So I just make myself a nice, and you just like shake it so you get all the granules out. It's biodegradable, it's corn husk, it's non-toxic. Ah! No! No scratching on the bed. Sassy kitty. She's looking for attention. They don't get a lot of attention in here, so anytime you want to come in here and hang out, play with them, they're kittens, they would love the attention. So there's 3 of them in here. You probably only see 1, maybe 2. Gracie, definitely. There's 2 calicos, one that has more gray on her, and the other one is a traditional calico. Calico tradition is Callie, very original name, and Gracie you met, and the other one is Olivia. So now that I have this in kind of in a little pile, I take the box, and I can't do it with holding the phone, but I take the box, I carry it into the bathroom, flip up, and then we'll flush, and I'll show you that. So, like that, and then I'll just, you don't put it all in at the same time because it needs to kind of break down a little bit. So then I'll flush that one. So that's the idea. I then just put the box back. And there's a broom here in the corner that, there's like debris everywhere. So just give it a sweep. I just take it, sweep it, and I put it back in the box because it's basically just litter. And it's fine. And then there's lots of toys. Here is the remote for the fan. I leave the fan on. This is the light. So I'll just turn that on. Get a little more light in here. I do like to come in here before it gets dark and turn a couple lights on, like this one is that, this one in the hallway is that one, just so they're not in the dark. It gets dark so early that I feel bad that they're sitting in the dark till I can get to them. But this is their playroom. They got toys. They always leave that open. They have completely shredded and destroyed this bed. I tried fixing it, but you can see that did not really work out. So, yeah. Anyway, I do watch, excuse me, TV in here. I just got a new TV. It's not 100% set up, but you can sit here, watch TV, and hang out and play with them. Gracie would love it. She would love to play because she's very playful. Kika, she wild. She cuckoo. She wild cuckoo. Kika, she love it. She love it. Oh, yeah, she good girl. Oh, yeah, she just wants love. She needs love. At night, I come in here for like an hour or so just so they have a person to hang out with. Maybe read a book, you know, cruise the internet, whatever you want to do, and just chill out. These work by just tapping them 3 times if you want it brighter, like that, and then tap off. So you can actually leave this on if you want, just so there's some light in here, which may be a good idea. But Gracie's so cute and fluffy. She has a home. She goes home end of February. But until then, she's all ours. And she loves a belly rub, don't you, Gracie? Yeah, she is the sweetest. She's purring so hard right now. Yes, little girl. They don't get enough attention. So anytime you want to come in here and give them some love, they will be very happy. So that's the scoop.